morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome back to Cat on Point. I have always loved the taste of sweet and sour chicken. Whenever we've been to a buffet, and it's like an all-you-can-eat buffet or something, I've always found the sweet and sour chicken, and I've really appreciated the flavors, the nice savoriness of the chicken paired with the pineapple and the sweetness of the sauce and the way they come together, and it's always been a favorite. Problem is that when you pull up sweet and sour chicken on your WW app and you find the restaurant version of it, one serving can be 23 points. 23 points is way too high for me. It's out of my league. Now, if I try to make it just like the restaurant, I could still end up with 16 points at home. But I found a recipe that is really flavorful, is going to be a really nice substitute. I could work it into my weight loss program, and it's only 2 points for a really big 1 cup serving. And that is very filling. And so if you want to go with 2 cups, which is humongous, you'll still end up only with 4 points. And it is wonderful. You don't feel like you're missing out on anything. So I'm going to share that with you right here. This is definitely a recipe that you probably want to put in your playlist for dinners or meals or whatever so that you can go back to it whenever you need it. Okay, so I hope you enjoy. Okay, so we are making sweet and sour chicken tonight. I'm using 1/3 cup of this keto sweet granulated sweetener. This one's erythritol. 1/3 cup of rice vinegar, and then 3 tablespoons of ketchup, and I'm using the no sugar added to keep my sugars down. And I believe it's a tablespoon of the low salt soy sauce and 1 teaspoon of ginger. It might be more. I'll put on the screen what it is if it's not 1 tablespoon of the soy sauce. All right, now I added 2 teaspoons of cornstarch and 1/4 cup of water, and I'm going to mix that well. All right, I'm also using 1 large carrot, a bell pepper, green bell pepper. I'm going to be using 3 teaspoons of oil. I'm using olive oil, and then a little can of water chestnuts, and a 14-ounce can, I believe, unless it's 12 ounces. Oh, this is a 20-ounce can of pineapple chunks, and also 1 pound of chicken breasts. Okay, so now what we're going to do is just peel this carrot and then cut it into 1/2 inch pieces. All right, I put the carrots in a microwave small bowl with 2 tablespoons of water, and I'm going to cover them and microwave them for 3 minutes. Your pepper, cut it into 1/2 inch pieces, set that aside. Take a couple of tablespoons of cornstarch and toss it in with the cut up chicken. And then we're going to take the chicken, work in 2 batches, and brown it over 2 teaspoons of hot oil in the pan. Honey is here cooking next to me, and he's out here making some really groovy smelling stuff. So we're cooking together tonight. All right, so now I'm on my second batch, got it all browned and out of the pan, and now I'm going to just tenderize these peppers, probably for about a minute or so. Then I'm going to add the drained carrots that have been softened in the microwave, and then add in my drained water chestnuts, and I'm going to cook that around a bit. And this is really looking real pretty. It's one of the reasons why I love this dish so much, is that it's the colors. The colors just pull you in. All right, next I've drained my pineapple, and that's getting added, and as well as my sauce. Now the sauce is going to go in, and I'm going to just cook it for a few minutes, maybe like 3 minutes, until it's going to thicken up, because it's got the cornstarch in it, and you're just going to kind of see it change before your eyes. Look how beautiful this is. Having rice cauliflower mixed with a little bit of white rice underneath my serving. Okay, here we are. It's looking good. And I know I'm using a spatula to stir this, but it's silicone, so it's not going to melt while I'm using it. And I really enjoy using this tool in the pan because it folds it over without scratching the pan. And I just, there's certain tools that just feel better in your hands. And I really kind of favor this little spatula. But look how beautiful this is. This is just really coming together nicely. So here in my pan, I have a 1/2 cup each for Honey and for myself of white short grain rice and mixed with a cup of cauliflower herbed rice from the Bird's Eye. And I'm just going to heat this up in here and serve that underneath. Look at that. This recipe will be in the description below, and I want to give proper credit to where it is due. This recipe comes from one of my favorite cookbooks, Eat What You Love Every Day. This is one of my favorite books, and this was written by Marlene Koch, and it's a very good book. I highly recommend it.